Hello, hey CISD family. This is Eric Wright, School Superintendent, and just wanted to address you because you've probably received the notice about our timeline being extended concerning our normal operations. So instead of moving the date, week by week, we decided that it would be more productive if we just basically said that our normal operations are suspended through possibly the end of the school year. That way people could make preparations, and it would hopefully reduce stress and anxiety. And just know that during this time period we are going to continue to touch base daily with all of the health officials and community officials so that we can always make the best decisions we possibly can. And during the meantime, we are going to offer our feeding program curbside, as we have been doing this entire week, and then starting on Monday we hope to roll out our at-home learning opportunities. And so with that in mind, just wanted you to know that we are always going to be here to support you. We have a lot of people working behind the scenes. Our curriculum and instruction department have done an outstanding job of setting up a platform for at-home learning, and if you haven't visited that page, I recommend that you do so at www.heycisd.net. Go to the COVID-19 page and then look at the home learning tab, and within that you can click to a link and it will set you up with different resources for whichever grade level that your particular student is in. And I want you to know that as we move to this phase of learning, our real goal is just for students not to regress, and we really want them to have an opportunity to explore and to learn things that are of interest to you and to them. And we want everybody to know that we don't expect any of you to be certified or trained teachers, and we know that this is totally new situation that has been thrust in your laps. Probably some of you don't like it, but it's kind of our new normal, and so I wanted to give you some tips for success. All right, so some tips for at-home learning for those of you that are novice. Please keep in mind that you do not have to be an expert, and we're not expecting perfection. And so here are a few tips that I think will help you as the new teacher, and for those of you that are experiencing learning in a new format. First of all, I think you need to create a schedule. And so if you want to replicate the schedule that you had at school to the best extent possible, that would be suggested. Or I would say that as a student and as the new teacher of record, so to speak, if you want to create a schedule that works for you, then do so with plenty of breaks built in, and then use our at-home learning resource toolkit to help provide the content. But say, for instance, if you're really good at math and that's the field that you want to explore the most, spend a little bit more time on math. Spend a little bit less time on social studies if that's your choice. But work out a schedule that you can really gravitate to. And so both the teacher and the student should have input on that. The next thing is, so that you guys can basically get along for the period of time that we're going to ask you to get along, I think you need to create a social contract. And we've done these across the district, and this is the one that we created for my cabinet level executives. And basically it describes how we will treat each other, and that way we can function at a high level. And so as a student, talk to the person that's going to be delivering the instruction to you and managing the instruction. Tell them how you want to be treated by them, and then as the instructor, tell the student how you want to be treated by them, and that way you will have a productive environment. The next thing is stick to your routines. I really believe that as humans we all need a purpose, and so if I were you, I would suggest that in the morning you get up and you get dressed as if you were going to actual school, because that way you'll take a little bit more pride, and you'll know that you're doing something that is a little bit more special than just wearing your PJs and your slippers or whatever. The next thing, for the teachers and for the students, don't be afraid to ask for assistance. Your teachers are going to be online as resources. Your counselors will be available. We'll have people in curriculum instruction that will also be at your beck and call. So don't think that you are in this alone, and please ask for help whenever you need help. The next thing is, Involve a virtual study partner. And so a lot, during your experience in the classroom, we always ask you to turn and share what you've just learned with a partner. Well, obviously you're not going to be able to do that now, so figure out a way, whether it's either FaceTime or Skype or Zoom or whatever. As you study a particular subject or a concept, think about a classmate that you may want to speak to and engage, and that'll help you as well as that other student know that you're not in this alone, and that there are other people out there that are doing the same thing as you. And finally, just do the best that you can. We're not asking any of you to try to learn how to be a teacher in 24 hours, because obviously it's taken teachers 4 years to get the degree that they have and the certification that they have, and it truly is a science, and it's a very difficult job. And so we don't expect any of you just to be able to pick this up on the fly. And so do the very best that you can, and once again, call for assistance. Ask us for help. We're here virtually to help you any way that we possibly can, and we want you to have a wonderful experience. But most of all, take care of yourselves, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay at home.